All right. Good morning, all. Pleasant good morning to all of you, my Guyanese brothers and sisters. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. For those persons who are there, you can also let us know in the chat where you're tuning in from, and so that we can give you a shout out. This is the Good Morning Guyana show, which is the people voice. And the people voice is one thing that is considered to be very important, especially after having such a great couple of weeks. And for those persons who did not came out victorious after our election. So the Good Morning Guyana show, obviously, it's a spin-off from the election vibes that we had. And now that it is over, we also have to keep our audience engaged. And this is the reason why we're here to keep you informed. For the Good Morning Guyana show, if I can give you a little bit breakdown. Once again, my name is Dunstan Wilson, and I'm the individual that runs News Guyana 24. We are on TikTok. We're also on Instagram. If you're going to search us on Instagram, it is News Guyana 24 and one extra four. Also, we're on Facebook, obviously, and we are on YouTube. So if you would like to watch us directly from YouTube, where you can actually watch us, a lot of people do have. Um, as a matter of fact, a lot of persons do watch us on their television. So if you have a smart TV and you want to watch us on your television, you can do so because that's a very big screen, and you'll be able to see my face there on your screen on your television. Okay. All right. So with no further ado, I want to apologize for the late start, even though it's our first show. So we will be testing things out to see how it goes. But this morning, I do have a special guest that will be coming on air pretty shortly, and we will be having a conversation about her music, her journey, and also we'll be having some regular conversation too as well as we go along. So we'll be here for up to 8 a.m. and it's going to be the Good Morning Guyana show will be from Monday to Friday. I know in my video I did say 7 p.m. sharp. See you 7 p.m. sharp. No, I want to see you at 7 a.m. sharp. Maybe because I'm accustomed being up at 7 p.m. and not at 7 a.m. But this is going to be my routine, and that's going to be it for the next couple of weeks, unless if we make any changes. We are indeed excited to be a part of this. As a matter of fact, to be a part of your home. I know a lot of people at this point will be going to work. Some people will be at home, probably getting ready for work, or some people might be up doing things at home. And also, I want to thank you for being a part of this show. Please remember, we're here Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Also, I would like to ask you to share the live in so that others can be a part of it as well. Don't be selfish. We need to have persons coming in here so that we can have some discussion in respect to what's going on in Guyana. Once again, my name is Dunstan Wilson. I am a born Guyanese. I am not living in Guyana currently, but I am here in Canada, and I do have a special interest in my beautiful country, especially after having the elections and everything that came up during the elections. Now, this is not going to be just a political show. We will be discussing a variety of different topics. But obviously, as Guyanese, we love politics and we love to, have discussions surrounding that area. And right now in Guyana, which is a country that is on the map, all eyes are on Guyana at the moment. It is obviously everybody is aware now. Guyana is a newfound oil country. So, in terms of our development, it is one of the this country is one of the fast. We do have one of the fastest growing economy. Okay, so I want to say welcome to this edition of Good Morning Guyana, which is the people's voice. And once again, I'm your host Dunstan Wilson, and it's a pleasure to have you here with us today. Now, whether you're joining us on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, thank you for tuning in. Uh, as a matter of fact, I'm not sure if it's raining back home or anything, but it is bright and also it is early. Now we can see that you are logging on at the moment, and we are hoping that the comments can start coming in. And also, we want to say we appreciate your support. Now, this show is all about you, the people, the stories, and the issues that matters the most, like I mentioned before. Now, also, don't remember, as a matter of fact, don't forget to drop your comments and let us know where you're watching from. I mentioned that before. We love to hear from Georgetown, Linden, Berbice, Essie Scribble, and also our diaspora, which is tuning in as well. So let us know exactly where you're watching from. Now, what to expect? What to expect on today's show? We will be bringing on a young Guyanese artist, and we will be having a discussion in respect to what she's been up to, and we will take it from there. So just sit back, relax, tune in, and we'll be there to keep you entertained. Okay, so I'll be right back with you, and we will take it from there. Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience, and we're right back here again. And I know it's going to be busy morning. It's Friday, so thank God it's Friday, TGIF. So some of you will be closing off work this afternoon. Now, this morning, I know a lot of you would have woke up to a video that is basically uh, sharing us on social media, and that has to do with the Lolita calendar. Now, it seems to be on the video that, in terms of the voice, which I've shared too as well, on this channel, that that video definitely is Lola Doll, who's who's basically claiming that she's awake and she's conscious, and she's aware of what is going on in respect to her case, and she's basically calling and asking for justice. Somewhere along the show, we will play the video for you as well. Now, that is also current. That's a very serious situations, as a matter of fact. And for those who probably did not hear, because sometimes, even though we're living in Guyana or we outside of Guyana, we still don't know what is going on in that beautiful country of ours. So Lola Doll has been shot multiple times, and she's been hospitalized since then. And I know many Guyanese and many individuals outside of Guyana would probably want to know what is going on with her. But last night, just before I head to bed, a video surfaced on social media. It seems to be a very credible video that surfaced, and I shared it on my social media in so that we can spread the word out there. Now, if you listen to that video, it is, we can say allegedly, at this moment, it is Lola Doll, and she's definitely calling for justice. She said that the police is not doing enough to bring the perpetrator in. All right, so she's calling for justice. We will play that video. Lola Doll is one of us. She's 100% Guyanese, and she also contributed a lot to the Guyanese culture. So we cannot just leave her out there in the dark while she do this on her own. Okay. All right. So with no further ado, we want to get right into our show, and we will bring our guests on board, and so that we can get this show going. We will be having a very interactive conversation as we talk about her music endeavors and so forth, not just only to focus on the music, but also allow her to share um, her opinions as well, on some issues that may come up from time to time. But first of all, we want to focus on her music, and and also talk about her journey. So, with no further ado, I will bring her on board here with me, and then we can take it from there. I hope she is fully ready and she can hear me, but I will bring her on. Oh, I can see her nodding her head in my studio. Well, virtual studio. So I will bring her on right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, Let's bring her on. Let's have this conversation going. Here we go. Hello, good morning, and how are you doing today? Let me see. I think I have you on mute. Give me one moment. I need to.
Good
There
morning.
we go. There we go. I can hear you. You can hear me clearly?
Yes, I can.
Oh my gosh,
My
look at
voice is
the
a little husky because I got out the bed and just
That is fine. That is fine. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm. It's another day, so I'm happy to be in the land of the living.
Oh, yes, of course. And in the land of what? Many waters.
Waters.
Right.
Yes. How are
Right.
you?
I am doing fantastic. I'm actually excited that I'm able to get this show going. For a
Yeah.
very long time, I wanted to do, different things in respect to Guyana. You live in overseas, you kind of
Yeah.
miss out on what is going on. And we spend so much
Yeah.
time on social media. But it's one way of giving back to this beautiful country of ours. And we just had our election, we just had a busy moment there and so forth. So in terms of keeping our following engaged, I've decided to have the Good Morning Show. And here you are, you are the first guest in terms of our
Oh.
edition, which has to do with something that is going to be happening probably big very soon. So let's hang in there. You
Yeah.
never know, you might be a part of it. All right.
I think it's good. Like you have to start somewhere, and you have to definitely build, have that confidence to build, push yourself, and that's how it becomes big. Yeah.
Definitely. Yes. So I'm sure our viewers may want to know who is this young lady that is on my screen right now, on their screen, with such beautiful colors. I'm not sure. Is it African colors, right?
Yes, this is from Ghana. I got this outfit from
I
Ghana.
wanted to
I think
I
they call
wanted to
it
say
Ghanaian Kente. Yeah.
great. All right, so with no further ado, I'm going to allow you to introduce yourself to the public, and then we'll just take it from there. Go right ahead.
So, hey guys, my name is Kaya. I'm a singer-songwriter from Guyana. Um, I'm also a radio announcer. I'm also used to being in this kind of light, speaking to people. I also, as an artist, carry a platform of mental health awareness. And what else do I do? I'm a traveler. I'm I would like to say I'm an influencer. And yes, there's so much dimension to me. I don't like to give it all, but the main thing is that that I'm an artist from Guyana, and I just want to be able to introduce myself and get you guys more familiar into my world.
Oh yes, awesome! I can hear the beautiful birds out there chirping, doing their thing.
Yes.
So
In beautiful
refreshing.
Guyana, the sun is up, beautiful, and the birds are ready to sing their lives away.
So refreshing. So refreshing. I know
It
we're
really
basically
is.
in Canada right now. We're going into the fall season, so the leaves are beginning to fall off of the tree, and then everything is just looking kind of gloomy. But being back home and hearing the birds and everything, and then the sun comes out and so forth, we live in such beautiful
Beautiful, yeah.
atmosphere. All
It
right.
is. It
So
is.
ladies and gentlemen, this is Kaya, and as a matter of fact, Kaya also went to St. John's College. That's a school
It
that I
is.
taught a couple of years ago, and
Yes,
I
definitely.
cannot remember Kaya at all.
I was too young and quiet and so
Okay.
I'm grown and bold now.
Okay. Yes. Well, of course, because
I
if
was
you
definitely one of those students who will be somewhere in a corner not saying too much.
okay, okay, all right. So, do you remember any of your classmates? Anybody?
Yes, I do. I remember all of them.
Okay, okay. Any person in particular? Like any names?
Um, there was Kurt Prasad. Um,
Oh, I remember Kurt. Yeah.
his wife, his current wife, I forgot her name. I'm not really good at names, but they know we know each other. Alana Lewis, um, that's from here. Plus, um, Candace, um, what is guy name? Arbery Ogo,
Okay.
Ogo, yeah.
Okay.
Um, do you know him?
No, I can't remember all of the
Most of these people are very, I think they're doing a lot of prominent work in society at this moment.
exactly.
Um,
Yes.
there is, we have a lawyer, Christopher. I think he's a lawyer in that field. You know, Christopher. I don't know if you remember Christopher. Then we have, I think she's a lawyer as well. Caressa.
Yes,
Caressa.
yes, I remember Caressa.
Those were all in my class. We all
Yes.
went in Form 1 together.
Yes.
So it's many, many more. I can name a whole ton of them on another day. I don't remember names. Like it's been a couple of years.
Of
Um,
course.
Diane, I think, yeah, her name is Diana.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you remember Diana?
Yes. Well,
Yeah, her husband was.
we're hoping to have basically we're hoping to have some of them on this show as well because um from what I remember, I had a very good relationship with my students and those who can remember me because um maybe if I
You
can
never used to beat.
I'm sorry.
You never used to beat, so you were probably everybody's favorite.
Exactly, exactly. I never believe in, putting my hands on anybody's child. Is not a good thing to do. All right.
You was just you were a young teacher, and I feel like
That's
I
right.
could imagine being a young teacher, how overwhelming that was.
Yes.
I was dealing with all those problematic kids. Like I was like, oh my god,
Yes. Because I
yeah,
started teaching very early because I probably think I had one job and then I probably spent like a year or two in that job, and then I started
and you two
teaching
used to go St. John's too,
at St.
right?
John's College. No, no, no. I did not go to St. John's
No,
College at
oh, we
all.
didn't go St. Oh wow,
No, I went to school. I went to school on the East Coast.
okay,
And then when I moved to Georgetown, that's when. But how I got to St. John's College is because of one of my former teachers. I went to a school by the name of Bladen Hall Multilateral. So
okay,
one of my former teacher, and she lives in Buxton, Miss Adams. Hello, Miss Adams. If
okay,
you're watching us, I want to say good morning to you. So Miss
okay.
Adams got me involved at St. John's College. I remember when I was looking for a job, so I went there. Somebody said, "Go and see Miss Adams." So I went down to the school there, and then she recommended me back in those days, and that's how I ended up start teaching at St. John's College. Yes. All right.
Okay.
So, ladies and
You did
gentlemen, go ahead, Kaya, go ahead.
you did your duty. You did
Of
it.
course, of course. As teachers, our only job is to ensure that we educate and we mold our youths in so that
Yeah.
when they reach a certain age and when they're out of school, in so that they can help them to make well informed decisions. That's
Hmm.
our job as teachers. I know time gone by and things are a little bit different these days in the school, but being a teacher, it's not an easy task. I can remember that back in those days. It wasn't an easy task, and being a very young teacher, like you mentioned, I was
Yeah.
a little tiny guy, looking just
Yes,
like the
you
students
were.
in there.
Looking at it was like I would say hundreds of us.
I know.
um,
Yes.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
a lot of stuff going on at the time, like a
Of
lot of
course.
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we had some good times at St. John's College. I'm not sure if you
Oh,
remember
we did.
if you remember Sir Corbin.
Who
Um,
doesn't?
at one of our sports event. I remember
We
the first
we
time I
used to
ran
hide.
the teachers race, male teacher
I
race.
think you want to.
Yes, yes, I did.
Yeah, I remember you being fast.
So that
You because
so
you were young, that's why.
Yes, yes. So those were the days, Miss Lenny's, Miss Pearson, Miss Towler, um, Miss Kitterman, God rest her dead because
Sir
she passed,
Ali.
Sir Ali, and all those
I will never
individuals,
forget him.
Sir Atwell, Sir Walter.
That's fine. Hmm. Listen, when Sir Kelman, it's not Kelman, Sir, we call it the firm Corbin come, when we hear he's coming, right? If you're not where you're supposed to be, you
Yeah,
know we have to hide, right?
exactly.
The
Yeah.
only listen, no offense, but the only two teachers that most people were afraid of was what's her name, Miss Gibbs? Is that her name?
Yes, Miss Gibbs. Yes, she passed away. Yes.
And yeah, God rest her soul, and Sir Corbin.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
But I haven't seen Sir Corbin for many many years. So if anyone who's watching, if you know Sir Corbin, tell him to get in touch because I've not seen him for many 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 years. Yeah, but so many great memories. Being a teacher
Yeah.
at St. John's College, we can go on and on
On and
that.
on and on. But not a day.
Yes, yes, but we can save that for another day. We can have a St. John's College group coming on here so we can have that discussion. All right. Okay, Kaya, so let's
Right.
talk about your music journey and how things are going for you. So let us know. How did you get started in music, especially in Guyana? How did you get started?
Okay, so the foundation root of me getting into music is from since I was a little girl going to church. That's a place where most singers started. Um, my grandmother used to take me to choir practice, senior choir practice, junior choir practice, and just constantly doing it. Like I started to mold my vocals from then. But once you're singing in church, it's it's never a competition. It's just you just singing for God, and even okay, you gotta sing for God. And I would have developed a sense and just a love for this music that I would go to different churches across Guyana to sing. I still was not taking it serious. So when I started to take music serious was literally throughout the pandemic. I didn't know what I was getting myself into entirely because all I know is that I have a voice and I can write some music. Put myself together now to be an artist or a recording artist. Um, I didn't even know I didn't have the knowledge to know that this is a whole different ball game now I'm getting myself into.
Yes.
I'm not singing gospel music. I'm singing secular music, and that was the issue for me because coming out from church and what's not. I'm like, how am I gonna do this? Like, my pastor's gonna be listening, everybody's gonna be watching, and so it took me a couple of years before I decided that this because I didn't know if I wanted to be a gospel artist. I didn't know what genre I wanted to sing. You understand me? And I don't know, like I just keep writing. Whatever happened in the studio, that's it. So I head into the studio 2021 and that was the first time I did a track. And I was not too thing about it, but he was like, "Yeah, this is a good song, whatever, whatever, whatever." And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know." And I don't think I was still very serious about the industry because I didn't even signed up anything, and for some reason my song got leaked, right? But not like in a bad way. I
Yes.
said, when you don't really know the business or anything about music, all you know is you have the talent. You
Yes.
do a lot of wrong things at first. So I used to send the music just asking for opinions. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Till the song ended up on 93 in Guyana. I think it's 93.1. And then and then I got a call from HJ. And then they said, "Oh, I want you to come in and do an interview." And I was like, "Okay." I did an interview at 93 first, and then we went to HJ, and then we went to 96. And it was like it was just like buzzing, you know. The
Yeah,
new artist, got a new song, it sounds okay. And when you do stuff like that, almost every interview, people would ask you, right, what is next?
that's
And they would always ask you when you bring out another song. Like, I'm like, I don't have to do this. So I was literally just thrown into this thing, you know what I mean? And I said, okay, well, I guess I have to find a producer and I have to start working.
yes.
And so my
And
first
what
song
was
I
it
did in
like? What was it like
Barbados.
trying to find a producer in Guyana? Because I feel even though we do have a lot of Guyanese artists out there, even Lola Dollar herself, who's basically recovering at the moment. I know a lot of Guyanese moved to other places, and I know also you went to Barbados. Um, um, you traveling to Barbados,
No,
does that have
I
anything
lived
to do with
there.
your music?
If I what?
Does that have anything to do with your music in terms of the?
No, no. I left when I was in Barbados. I left a little bit younger. And yes, Barbados have a lot to do with my music, but not um, this current music right now. But in terms of molding me into an artist, because when I moved to Barbados, I saw a different industry,
Okay,
and I actually, excuse me, had experience seeing being a part of Richard Stowe Teen Talent, and Richard Stowe Teen Talent is known for bringing persons out like Allison Hines, Rupi, Edwin Yearwood, just to name a few. But that was the talent show that Bajans used to be a part of, and it's just like how we had like I think GTNT Jingle or something, but this was more um, of a more I don't say organized, but it was just more structured to help the artists to get from point A to B and not just have them on a show because you want to have them on the show. So Richard Stout had a lot to do with it. When I first met him, God rest his soul, he is a very, very big part of me being able to be where I'm at this moment. He believed in me as I didn't have nobody else believing in me. I didn't even know what's going on. Like I'm there and everybody said, "Oh, you should go up for Teen Talent." And I went up for Teen Talent. And from since he met me, he's like, "You are gonna go places. You're gonna do things. I'm just gonna try to keep you a little bit in my corner." But he too was a teacher. He too, when I say teacher, is in this industry because he taught you a
okay,
lot when you come into his space, you know.
yes,
And he will try to guide you. And as I said, you see the names that I've mentioned and it wasn't easy for him. He was getting a little fight down here and there. It was, you know, this thing is very roller coaster, but he still kept with us and, you know, took us around Christmas time, singing, doing all kinds of things. And I was literally one of the persons he kept close. And after that, I started to say, okay, maybe, you know, I can do vocal training. So
yes,
I ended up doing vocal training in Barbados. And my vocal coach is one of the most amazing singers coming out of Barbados. She sang jazz. And at the time, I was like, okay, I think I can do this. I can be a jazz singer, you know. Coming off from Christian music, maybe jazz might save me a little bit so I wouldn't look so bad, you know.
yes.
So I said, okay, yes, you understand. So I started doing jazz music and, you know, I just had a lot of mentors in Barbados, you know, and we used to sing at restaurants and hotels and just little gigs and what's not because that they had the avenue for it, you know, it's a tourist place and started doing live music from then. So when I came to Guyana, I said, you know what, I need to get a producer that does live music.
Okay,
And I didn't, you know, like, I didn't even know we had so much talent because a lot of people don't put it to the forefront.
that's right.
And
Yes.
I started singing at James Bond. He had just opened his place, and he invited me to do some stuff. And I met some amazing musicians. I said, "Listen, I don't want to do any tracks. Do you know anybody?" And he put me on to an amazing pianist, and I sang from there. And then the producer reached out to me. I never heard of him. I don't know who he was, but I got to know him, and that's Vijay,
Okay.
Indian guy, but
Oh,
he's bad on the reggae. I still don't know what genre I want to sing at this time. At this point, I'm still like a headless chicken. So I end up in the reggae world singing
Yeah.
real love music. Like he sends me a million beats, and I'm like, "Ugh, let's go through it eventually." And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna choose this one and start doing reggae music. So I am a reggae and Afro pop artist, but
Okay.
I started out really doing this reggae thing. So Vijay is one of the best producers coming out of Guyana, just to let you know. He started with Salmo Madas. He's done a few things with Jamaicans. His work is exceptional, but there's the thing again. We don't put these people to front at all. And it is what it is. As an artist, I'm definitely gonna always rep for anybody that has a part of, bringing my career to where it is at this point. I'm very humble with it, and I also, I'm always thanking them because I feel like this is a collective. This is like a body of collective. Like, when you're getting into music on a recording or a professional thing, you might think, oh, you'd be able to manage yourself, you might be able to find this, whatever, whatever. But it's finding the people that mesh with you, your
Yes.
core values, and how you are, your personality. That is the most trickiest thing that you would have to you'd
Overcome.
have to endure.
Okay.
Yes, you have to endure.
So
So
Kaya,
yeah.
so you said that you've done a lot of live li- live singing. So I don't have any videos of you right now up on my screen, but can you give us like a little piece, a rendition? I'm not sure. Is the voice ready to do that? Am I putting you on the spot?
Yes, I was in the studio yesterday
Okay.
for like I think it was like 3 hours,
Okay.
and sometimes and I we were at Rough Cut, and
Okay.
that's actually the studio that Lola left before she went and do what she before she went home actually. But anyway, it's not a studio, and I'm also preparing for gig tomorrow,
Okay.
and that's why I don't have any voice. To be honest, like
So
I
we're not
after
gonna
the
hear.
studio, we
So we're
were
not
like,
gonna
we
hear
need to
just for
get a different
listeners.
atmosphere because sometimes when you're in the
Yes.
studio, you sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Like literally anything goes. So if you want to go out, you got to take out yourself for a little bit. You're working on a track. It's a dynamic track. We didn't even that wasn't even planned. I had to go meet with some people to prepare for my gig for tomorrow, and there he was like, and we just say, okay, listen, I know when I before I left the house, I said that something amazing is going to happen. But not to deflect from what you asked me to do, I'll try my best.
I thought
But I don't know.
you just trying not to.
As singers, as artists, I can't hear you.
Just just a
I
little.
think it's my headphone. Sorry. I got to
Okay.
fix that.
Okay.
Let me just take it off.
All right, no
Sorry.
problem. All right, listeners, and think we just having a little bit of an audio situation with Kyra right now. So she's going to try and fix her headphones.
I didn't
And
hear you.
okay, can you hear me clearly now?
Yeah, something went wrong over my end. I don't know what. Let me just try this headphones thing again. I don't know what's going on with it.
All right. So I'm gonna mute you for a little bit, and then we'll just bring you back. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. So we're here with Kaya. She is okay. Are you ready? Okay, I think she's still trying. Give me one moment. Let me see if I can bring her back on. All right, Kaya, are you ready now?
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna sing a
All right,
song.
go.
It's called Love Potion. It's the second song that I did with Vijay,
Okay.
and it's one of my favorites. Yay. Oh, oh, you are my sweetest song. I played all night long. I love it when you come around. We dance to your rhythm because we underneath these sheets. Yeah, I feel the heat. Chocolate beats so sweet. Baby, I'm all you need. My love potion, devotion, promotion. My love potion,
Deep ocean, love ocean with explosion and commotion. And boy, you hold me tight. I are. You know who you are. I got a loving that you need. I'll bring you down to your knees. Got you begging me, please, baby, please, don't you leave. It's got a different kind of love and different kind of style, different kind of vibe. So if you want to hear more of that, the actual song is actually available on all platforms.
That's
You can check it out
amazing.
on Amazon,
That's
Apple
amazing.
Music. All my music are on the major platforms. That was
Absolutely.
just a little piece you asked of me, so
Absolutely. That's amazing. Kaya, your voice, oh my gosh, it reminds
I
me
don't
of
know why
when
can't I hear you?
you did not able to hear me. Let me see what's going on here. Let's see. All right. Let me see. I'm just gonna test it here on my end.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay, you can hear me now?
Yes.
All right. Like I was saying, that's amazing. That's oh my gosh. Wow, wow. You need to get probably more contracts. We need to get you out there. Um I don't know. I felt like I was listening to like a I'm not sure. I'm not like really good at music, but it sounds like it's like a jazz mixed with something else. Like I don't know if you were to put that with some steel pan. I don't know. I'm kind of creating this whole scene here, but we need to do something here. Let's give you a round of applause. Amazing, amazing. I really enjoy that. I really enjoy that.
Thank you.
It reminds me of back in the day when I used to go to church camp, and one of the things that we used to enjoy at church camp, and it's a Siloam Bible camp right down there up to Mary. And one thing that we used to enjoy is the singing. And there was a family, a group, um, I can say many different groups that used to sing, and you sung like one of those individuals. But I must say that you do have an amazing voice. I'm not sure if we lost Kaya. I think she probably might be back. But that was really amazing. It was a very good rendition and absolutely amazing. So Guyana do have talent, and this is what this show is going to be about. It is going to be about the people's voice. Okay, so we're going to be trying to get bring some talents here on here, and so that we can showcase a lot of Guyanese talents. It's not just about music, but as a part of our team coming in here in respect to guests, this is what we're going to be doing. And Kaya do have such an amazing voice. For those who are watching, just remember, in order for us to build this platform and build this live, we're planning to be here, like I mentioned, on the social media platform. We're going to be here Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. and not 8 p.m. So 1 hour um, we're going to be here. So this morning we're going a little bit over our time because it's our first edition, and it's we basically testing things out, and we're about to get started, and we're about to ensure that this show is going to be something that you can drum roll. Okay, so we're trying to get Kaya back here. I believe she is back, so let me just bring her up again on the screen. All right, Kaya, I don't know what happened. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
But
Wow.
and it's a good thing this happened like this because I'm hearing you now because I was not hearing you properly then. So
Okay,
maybe we
okay.
just needed
So
a restart.
all right, so everything is fine now.
Yes, we're good.
Everything-
We're cooking with gas.
All right, good. So it's over 8 o'clock, and we
Okay.
did say that we will end at 8 o'clock. So probably we can go, if you have some time, we can go. Let's say for another 20 minutes or so. Is that okay with you?
Yes, I have time. I have time.
Okay, all right. So it's Friday morning, and we want to get everybody started for the weekend. Guyanese people love to party, and do different things and so forth, whatever you have planned. But I really enjoy your voice. I don't know if you want to give us just a little bit, just another shot of it, maybe something else, like, and
Okay,
then
no
we'll
problem.
from there.
So this is a song. That was one of the songs I did in my earlier.
part of the career, and I'm gonna sing one of my latest songs that we did in Nigeria this year.
Okay.
So I think this is one of my biggest songs.
Okay.
So it's called Lane. Um, it's a little bit more hyper because it's an Afro pop. It's Afro beat mixed with piano. So I'm
Okay.
trying to figure out how to actually sing this song a cappella. All right.
Let's go.
So because I'm also from Barbados, we used. All right. I know to put a twist on it. Guyanese girl, yeah, we like to party, like to party. With the parties, with a party habit, and everything good, and we got to have it, though. We got to have it, though. When we step out to the Gazi traffic, one thing I desire. Plenty money, let the any take me higher. One thing I desire. A peace of mind, another wrong to cool my temper. To cool my temper. Aye, Mecade my lane. Aye, Mecade my lane. Aye, Mecade my lane. Mecade my lane. Mecade my lane. I don't want stress. I don't want stress. Don't text me. I don't want vex. No bad vibes. I just want checks. No bad vibes. I just want flex. I don't want stress. I don't want stress. Don't text me. I don't want vex. No bad vibes. I just want checks. No bad vibes. I just want one thing I desire. Plenty money, let me love and take us higher. The higher. One thing I desire, a peace of mind, another wrong to cool my temper, to cool my.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kaya. I'm not sure because I want to ask you a question because we have such great talent. What do you think of music in Guyana? And we don't I'm not sure if we have like a major studio where you can go and make music. Can you give us some information on that? Let's
Okay,
if there's
I'm
any
good.
person that is desiring to build on this craft. Is there like a major studio, and what do you think of Guyana and music on the international stage?
Okay, so Ghana's music industry it has definitely risen over the past year or two. The quality of music coming right out of Guyana has definitely improved drastically. There are a lot of studios in Guyana. And like I said, for the very first reggae studios, music that I recorded, it was in Guyana. And that's what put me in the other positions that I'm in right now. So Vijay Studio, Paradigm Records. And then there's HJ Studio. That is HJ Studio. Sorry, AJ Studio. And then there's many more. Like literally, our producers have definitely stepped up. They could be more, but I feel like the producers in Guyana was actually waiting for the artists to bring that to the forefront when really and truly it's like the whole entire industry needed to step up their game. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
Everything when it comes to the industry, people are always looking at the artists. We're always to the front. So when we out there and we do music, it's like, oh, the music don't this, the music don't song this way, the music. But as an artist, it's not entirely your thing. It's your project has to do with your writing, it has to do with your producing, good quality, it has to do with your mixing and your mastering. And that is what because if you listen to my songs that I would have done in Nigeria, which already has a fast growing economy in music, that is. And also, I did music in Ghana too. So I had to definitely try to step up to certain levels. They have that industry together. It didn't just happen overnight. They had to keep developing, learning and learning and learning till Afrobeats become a real major thing. And that's what we don't understand. They think like, you know, they just woke up one day and decide to just do Afrobeats and it gets there. So they would have had a lot of development, and Guyana is definitely developing in every aspect in this country. So our music as well is getting to that point. I've seen
Yes.
tremendous improvements even with the artists here in Guyana, and I'm very proud of that. I mean, a lot of people might not know it if you're not in this music industry. You wouldn't see because from the minute you step in, you're looking at everybody and you're looking at the productions and everything. And now in 2025, I can say we have better equipments, better producers. Because the producers, I felt like they listen a little bit because they keep saying, "Oh, the artist." You needed to get better equipment.
Yes.
We need to get better writers. Guyanese artists are traveling now. Like for me, I can say for me, I am one of the first females from Guyana that would have made an impact in Ghana and in Nigeria. Those are the territories that were never touched by us in trying to do anything. So for me, I see that as a major accomplishment, and I hope that they record this in history so that the fellow artists coming would know that this would have happened. So I don't want to be the only one on the radio. I don't want to be there when I'm getting interview and I'm telling you interview with the major radio stations, people meeting me. um, if I have time in the program, I'll actually show you what they call my song lane and how they describe the song. You understand? And how they describe every song that I push to them. You understand?
Yes.
Um, so there's also Guyanese doing stuff in America. There's also Guyanese doing stuff in Trinidad. There's some a part of Zest Music. There's some a part of Trinidad. It's just we just need the problem that we have is marketing,
Okay.
promotion.
Okay.
So it's a process. I feel like they're getting there with the recording, so that's not the issue anymore. So
Okay.
the major issue, and even I'm still dealing with it, is just getting it out there to make sure that everybody in every country hears it. You
Yes.
understand? And
And
pardon?
if you were to compete, let's say, if you were to compare a local artist, because we just had the Caribbean, I believe the Caribbean Music Award or something like that.
Yeah,
I didn't I didn't watch the show in its entirety, but I didn't hear any
Chinese.
Guyanese actually, being awarded in respect to the music. I think I saw something in respect to gospel, but they just have this award. But on the international stage, where do you see Guyanese artists going from being just local Guyana or in the Caribbean, but going as far as North America and competing there? How do you see that happening?
Okay, good question. Sorry about that. Um, so this Caribbean award, they started with, I don't know if this is their second year or this is the third year.
I believe it might be the
I think
second.
this is their second year. So this is fairly new.
Yes.
And the first time they did it, I too was like, okay, I believe that we, as Guyanese, need to be a part of that. At least we need to have a few representation. So what I noticed they did, they first one they did, they honored their artists that we know that paved the way from way back. They had every artist that we grew up listening to. They were paying, they were giving honors to, and that was very commendable. Now, for our Guyanese community, I think it would be nice if we can have people even like Samuel. But that's the first thing he's the first person that came to mind to represent us in that gospel thing. But for the other artists, we hello, hello, hello.
Right. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you now. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Go ahead.
Okay, great. So for the other artists that are coming up, like I said, I recommended a few. We have much more, right?
Yes.
But I feel like our industry is it's like a lot. Like when it comes to streaming, when it comes to followers, when it comes to structuring everything in the career that we supposed to be on an international thing, we still have a little work to do. And it's fine because this is how I see it. The award ceremony will always be there every year. So, as an artist, what I would encourage even myself and others to do is at least try your best to reach to that caliber. That's the inspiration right there to say, okay, yes, because everybody's like, oh, they want to get to BT, they want to get to all these awards, you want to win a what is it, a Grammy? And there's just we have so much big dreams that we would love to, but the Caribbean Award is the first hurdle that we need to take, because if we cannot win that, the chance of us winning a Grammy is going to be very slim, right? So as an artist, what I do is I use these all these things that are happening as my motivation to reach and find out how we can get to this caliber of music. Because music, you can have the best song, it could be the prettiest, you could perform the hell out of this song in Guyana, but if you don't have the streams up, if you don't have the everything, they're looking at everything that you're doing. You're on tour, you understand me? And that's something that we have to be consistent with and help with. Because a lot of people think, oh, you're a singer, you're supposed to be singing. When you go on that stage, you have to be trained in every aspect. You have to be having training to perform on the stage. Your vocals has to be trained.
Yes.
Your entire mental has to be ready for all of this. And and that's how I view it. But there's some artists here that are actually ready. They've been doing the work for years. They've been crying because development is always on something that we need to do until we reach to that point. And I know one day, one year, we'll be able to nominate quite a few people in different genres. There's soca, reggae, and there's gospel that can actually be a part of the Caribbean awards. We have them. We're more than capable. It's
Yes.
just to keep being consistent and pushing our stuff on streaming platforms. Guyana need to start playing more of our music, and producers need to make sure they produce good quality music that would last and
Yes.
not just
Just for a
anything.
time.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Well, I'm hoping one day I'm going to be able to sit on my couch and watch you perform probably at the Grammys or
Yes.
at music shows, because I don't know, I just feel you have an amazing voice.
Okay.
Is there any new collaboration that you're working on currently?
Okay. Before, sorry, I just wanted to add to something when it comes
Sure.
to the award. Now, on that topic, right? I need to highlight this because I feel like this needs to be publicized some more. And I feel like an idea came to my mind that I'm gonna have him contact you so that you can have more further details on this. But every year, and I think this is the third year, we have our own award ceremony. It usually happens in New York.
Okay.
The guy that does it, I don't know if you're familiar. His name is Demrock.
Yeah, I think I
So
heard that name.
you
Yes.
heard. Could you give me
Yes.
1 second, please?
Sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are. We're speaking with Kaiya Lane, who is doing a fantastic job at the moment. This show, like I said, is going to be from Monday to Friday. It's running there on the screen, and from 7 a.m. To 8 a.m. Go ahead, Kaya. So I will bring you back on if you're ready. Go ahead.
So, Demrock Music Award. So when we need to start supporting it, it's our own very award. Like he decided that he wanted to reward artists, writers, everything in the creative arts industry. I think this is his third year. I won an award in 2023 for best reggae artist for 2023, and I'm definitely appreciative of that. So this year, now I'm nominated for music video of the year, and Usually, this is red carpet event that they do in New York, and they're bringing it to Guyana now. In the culture on the sorry, culture center. I think it's next month. No, November. And I feel like he don't get a lot of light. He's building, he's growing, and this is the thing that I needed to say with Guyana. Guyanese people would see things that don't jump on it when it's in its baby stage, right? So when
Yes,
it reaches this big stage, everybody want to be a part of it, and they don't want to be a part of the development. So I don't want to just bash, because I feel like
that
not
is the moment
everybody
we're not
does
going to
that.
do that, you know. But
Yeah,
sometimes we have to speak up a little bit because I know giving support to something of good quality is what sometimes we are lacking, right? We go for the things that are all the way out there and stuff like that, but things that are good quality and like you rightly say, at the baby stage, that is when you need that support and not when you make it and
yeah,
your name is out there. Then everybody's like they get so excited. Yes, so that's
exactly. And so I've been always supporting him. When you become when you get something for what you do, because that's why they usually awards do at the end of the year for all the hard work, because this is a lot. It's a lot of hard work. If you want to succeed in this business and you want to have good music video, you want to have good music, you want to have everything, it's a lot of work. And then the work hasn't even started yet. So when you see people like Shensi or whatever, sometimes they don't even have time because they're always going to go. Then there's always this institute, like literally, it's a lot. And so I really, really commend him on that for just being able to, it makes you feel good, like to have that award in your hand. You understand me? To
yes.
have that
Go ahead.
award in your hand for your hard work that you're doing. So Demrock Music Award, big shout out to you. And I hope one day you're able to give him a light on your show as well, because it's never enough publicity when it comes to this music industry. To the question that you asked me, could you do you ask me again? I forgot.
It's okay. It's okay. No, I was just no, no. I was just sharing that. I'm hoping that one day, I will see you on the international stage
Oh
with that
yeah.
new thing, and so that Guyanese can sit down and enjoy your beautiful voice and also your beautiful music. One question I wanted to ask. How do you see, in respect to the the Ministry of Culture, how do you see them playing a role in the music industry going forward? Now that we have a new government in place, well, not a new government, it's an old government that's continuing, but how do you see them playing a major role in this industry? And the reason why I'm asking this question, because during the election period, we've heard stories like, oh, if you don't support this particular party and so forth, you don't get an opportunity to do any kind of work, to perform, and to do different things. And this has been the conversation of many artists. And I'm wondering, how did this thing all become political? But how do you see in the Ministry of Culture playing an important role in ensuring that all artists are being treated fairly?
Clearly. Um, so being in the industry, I would say 3+ years. I've seen a lot of things happen, and Guyana is, in overall, is known for a place where they say we can speak out, but really and truly, I don't think that is true. Like, I know that is true, and so a lot of artists, we tend to stay away from politics, right? Um, that is one of the it's a really touchy topic.
Of course, yes,
But
yes.
going forward in the future, um, it's important because throughout the campaign, I've been listening, and as a Guyanese with my own democratic right to vote and even vent my issues, just like everybody else, because I don't know why I used to think it was just artists and what's not used to get victimized, but really and truly it's everybody. Because sometimes I see people would say, oh, they're looking to see what farmers are going to get. They're looking to see what teachers are going to get. We're looking to see what this is going to get. Now, as a creative, we're looking to see what you're saying. So I'm listening to APNU, I'm listening to WIN, I'm listening to PPP, I'm listening because at the end of the day, I have to focus on what our interests, what
Yes.
is going to work for us as
Yes.
creatives.
Yes.
And the thing that everybody always say in their rally is this main thing, copyright laws.
True.
So I'm hoping that that is rectified. And then I feel like I can actually say anything else that I need to say about that. Because this is the major, major problem that we've been facing for years. I think even before I was born. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. And I'm hoping that that change, because you see, when that changes, um, that would really, really highlight a lot of, things for an artist, a creative in the whole, and push us to front where we don't have to solely depend on the government for anything in particular. We have our own space and room to grow and what's not. So I think it's fair that everybody's allowed to share their interest, because like I just mentioned before I even answer this question, is we have to listen. So if you're speaking to the creatives,
That's right.
you
Yes.
understand? So I know how this politic thing works. Sometimes you be in a space, and every space you go into as a politician, you say what the people that is in there want to hear. You get what I'm saying? And
That's
so, okay, that is fine. Have no problem with that. But once you do what you say you have to do, as a citizen, I shouldn't be able to say, oh, I don't mean no harm. I don't want to offend anybody. It's not about that.
I totally
It's
agree.
about you doing what you're supposed to do for the people of your country. And it's as simple as that.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. I don't want nobody to treat me as, and I speak as a collective. You
Yes.
should not treat us, the entertainers, the creative, because creatives is what really circulates, rotates the world. We're the one that bring the essence to the world. We're the one that brings the culture. We keep our culture together. We do tremendous things, and we need that entity to highlight big, because when you hear of a country, you hear of the creatives,
That's
point
right.
blank. When you hear Jamaica, Bob
Look at
Marley. When
Jamaica.
you
Yeah.
hear America, we can name millions of them. But when
Mm-hmm.
you hear Guyana, it shouldn't be about crime. It shouldn't be about corruption. It shouldn't be about this. It shouldn't be about racism. It shouldn't be about that. You
Yes.
understand me? It should be about the resources, and we're the human resources. You understand me? And people need to have more respect, put some respect on creatives' names. And when I say creators, I'm actors, writers, dancers, all these things is what can definitely change a lot of things in the communities.
Yes.
And I am one of the artists that solely represents that. I'm not involved in politics, but I know how to stand up for my rights. I know what right is wrong, what is right and what is wrong. And I sometimes I don't really call people out on it, but I know and I see it and I feel it and I can see it happening to my brothers and sisters. And it's not just only in Guyana, it's like all over the world. So these little things I'm looking and I'm observing and I'm hoping. And if anybody hears this, because people hear what they want to hear, just do what you got to do. It's really simple. You understand? The creatives can pave a different way, and people are listening. The kids are coming up. They might want to be a creative. They can say, "Oh well, they don't have support. They don't want to support." It starts from the top. So that's
Yes.
my point on it. I'm not going to get too deep in it. All
Of
I
course.
just want to know is and say that they need to look into the industry, have a separate industry from sports, so that they can deal with the creators. We need creatives to cross over to different outside of Guyana on a
Yes.
different level. And I think the ministry can help. I know that they can help. And so I'm hoping that they fulfill what they have in their manifesto about copyright laws and do some other little things to help the artists in Guyana and not separate them. Artists, we know the code. The code is to stick together as an artist and fight together as an artist. You understand? I've seen that in Barbados. I've seen musical beef, but at the end of the day, we're one as collectives, as creators. And don't let nobody tell you, oh, you this and that because you feel like you better than this body or you do this or whatever. No, we're all one and we're trying to actually elevate this industry and we have to do it together.
That's right.
Because if I run and say, oh, I'm better than this body and I's the only one and I stand in that thing, music industry does not stand on one thing. It's a whole entire body of people behind this.
Yes.
So that's gonna definitely ease us. And
Yes.
think that's why we don't have an industry because they're fighting amongst themselves.
Yes. What I would love to see happen, and I know hopefully I can bring her on here, Jackie Jacks. What I would love to see, I would love to see um well, I have an idea. I don't even want to put it out there.
Yeah, sometimes you need to keep your ideas.
it's a it's a project that I would love to see happen in Guyana because we've seen it happen in so many different places. And I know working with the Minister of Tourism, as a matter of fact, with the tourism minister, there's so many different projects and so
Morning,
many
Auntie.
that we can see happen, and that is something that I'm hoping maybe in the future. I'm not looking to get a contract or anything, but what we're looking to do is to bring Guyanese together. And like you say, you need to have separate platforms and separate thing, not this person benefiting and that person benefiting, and then the others are not able to benefit from it. But we need to
Yeah,
ensure that we're working as a team. And
definitely.
if we're going to respect music and artists and all different genre, we need to ensure that everyone is benefiting and not just two or three people. Because
Yeah.
you know what, this topic here of music, and I always say I would always listen to my Guyanese music. I listen to Punam, I listen to Jackie Jacks. Well, I mean, now I found you, Kaya. I'm not sure how come that you were never out there, but like I told you, I remember seeing um a YouTube video that Gordon Mosley posted, right? So
Yeah.
how do we get to know the artists and so forth? So that's where my idea lies, right? So I'm not gonna say it here because I don't want anyone to steal my idea, and then the next thing you know, I'm
You're right. You're
and
right.
I'm like, oh, that was
I
my
support
idea.
that.
So, I'm not gonna put it out there, but I'm hoping to see something happen in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, that we have
Yeah.
this kind of thing happening in Guyana, and we don't have to even go to Barbados and
Oh,
so forth. We can see
yeah.
Barbados and Antigua and all these places are coming to Guyana to really enjoy that type of stuff and so
What about
forth.
me that had to go till to Ghana and Nigeria?
Well, Ghana and Nigeria, obviously, I'm very happy that you had that opportunity to do that because I feel when it comes to Afro beats and all the African music, the African rhythm and so forth, it is taking over the world. And if you can fit into that category, there you go. You have a market for yourself. And
Yes, definitely,
I
definitely.
listened to you just now, and I'm like, wow. So we have something here in Canada that we usually have during the summer. It's called Afro Fest. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
you should send me an invitation so I should be a part of that. No, I'm very
but
serious.
I'm not a part of Afro Fest. But what I
No, I
can
get it, but
what I can probably
you
do
know
is
how it goes. We talk
yeah,
about that another time.
yes, we talk about that, right? Yes. But you see, so these are things that we see out here on the international stage, and you're like, oh, where can we have this stuff in Guyana? You see, there I go. I just give out an idea. Somebody might next thing you know you hear we having something there. But there's so many things that we can do, and this is where we see the Ministry of Culture coming in and playing
Mhm.
their role in this area. Not to say right now we got to understand it's like we win the lotto, we have a little bit extra dollars, so we're able
Yes,
to do and we're able to collaborate, and also we're able to unite and not artists on one
exactly. And that's
are
the whole point should be about getting it right.
yeah,
It shouldn't be about who you voted for or this or that or whatever you would have done in the past. Because
yes,
everybody messes up.
that's
Everybody messes up. Like you understand, and not everything you're gonna get right. And we're gonna have some hiccups here and there. Not everybody's gonna be on the same page. But the whole entire goal is to come together on that grounds where Guyana needs to be developed. and its people needs to be developed and things need to go. That should just be the most common interest when it comes to the government of Guyana. And not say, oh, because you voted for this body or you deal with this body, I don't want to help you. Like, it doesn't bring that unity together. It just kind of divides us. And um, like I said, I would just really love the government to just, do as much as they can.
Yes,
You understand? As
exactly.
much as they can, and it would be deeply appreciated.
Yes.
There's so much to be done.
Yes, and also you mentioned that in terms of your achievement that you would have won the 2024 Denmark Music Award, and
Yeah.
uh, and that's the award for best reggae artist,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
That must have been a very huge milestone for you. How did that recognition feel when you won?
Okay, that was one. I've never won anything. So for me, it was a really big thing because, I feel like I I did a lot of work, and even though I still have a lot more to do, and just given the fact that I was given that opportunity to be a part of something that and someone that appreciates what you're doing and highlight that,
Yes,
um, it felt really good. I'm telling you, because after that, I'm like, I feel like I could do much more now because sometimes I'm hot. Just kidding.
yes, yes, yes. We're gonna wrap up soon. It's getting
It's fine. Listen, I can chat and talk with you all day, but I mean, not no, another time. But it's
yes,
like,
yes,
yeah, it was really really good, and that's what I'm saying to you, that I would definitely love for you to reach out to Demrock, bring him on the platform that he can give you more insights of this. He needs a lot of help in terms of sponsorship to make it what it is. Like, if you're going to be in Ghana in November, it'd be nice to check it out as well. We need the whole entire country and the diaspora to support Guyanese artists. Most of my supporters are from the US, and they have been supporting my dream. And I find that a lot of people in the US understand what we're dealing with here, and I really appreciate them for that,
yes.
for sure.
Well, I mean, that's a very good point. Very good point. You asking members of the diaspora, and we're also asking for those who are watching. Just remember to share the live, because this is the only way we can get this kind of information out, because
Yeah.
it's pretty important. And I honestly, I can hear your cry in respect to this area.
Hmm.
All right, because it is critical, and I think we're at a pivotal moment in this country whereby we want to see this country come together, and music is one way in which we can bring people together, right?
Hmm.
So I can see
It's
exactly
true.
where you're coming from, and hopefully, you said that, oh yeah, at the baby stage nobody is there for you. Right now we're at the baby stage. It is our first edition of the Good Morning Show, and I know it's going to get better as we go along. And also, I know that I'm going to be able to bring some people on this show to to reassure our citizens or artists that we are here for you. And whoever is going to be the new minister, I'm hoping at some point on the Good Morning Show we can have them here so we can ask some questions and talk about
Yeah.
some ideas and so forth, and so that persons can benefit from it. Now I know I can see you, rubbing your forehead. I know it's
I'm always sweating, trust me. Like, I feel like, you know, I have on a lot of clothes
yes.
because I had to look nice to come on this interview.
Of course. So we're gonna wrap up pretty soon. One last question I want to ask you before we go. Your favorite quote is always believe in yourself and never give up.
Yeah.
Dreams do come true. Okay.
Hmm.
How has this motto guided you through the ups and downs of your journey?
Okay, that's an amazing question. Like, I wish people would ask me these questions a lot. So basically, to narrow it down as in a nutshell as possible as I can. The first time I started doing my songs, like, people would whisper in your ear, "Oh my God, what you're trying to do? Who you think you is? Will you think anybody gonna like this?" And those kind of things. Like, people
Yes.
always have something to say when it comes to doing stuff. And I don't want to narrow it down to Guyana because I know most artists, we have a story anywhere in the world. But because it's Guyana, we get a little more tough because We haven't seen a lot of Beyonces. We haven't seen Rihanna's. We haven't seen these people, right? And so for us now, like, what are you trying to do? This
Yes.
isn't making sense. Go get a job. Go get this, whatever. And
Hmm.
I sat down to myself and I said, if I had only listened from the first inception and never really, I just give up because somebody tell me this, or because people tell me this, or because I'm having all these stumble blocks. One thing you need to know, Guyanese artists is one of the strongest people because I keep telling them, y'all gotta be real strong for be doing this
Yes.
because it's left, right, and center. You get pelt, doors closed everywhere, but yet you're still hanging in. Yeah, I got something serious thing going on. You
You
understand
got the
me?
belly.
It is literally the hardest thing you'd ever do, and I
Yes.
am so happy when I look back at myself. I would never. I could say I don't know where I would have been if I had given up. Yeah,
Yes.
you
Yes.
understand what I'm saying? So that's why I strongly hold on to that motto because I see what it can do when you stay 10 toes down on what you believe in
Yes.
and work hard and
Yes.
forget the noise.
That's right. Yes.
Forget the noise because they're going to come. People
Yes.
are going to come at you with full impact. And you now got to say, well, look, if this is what it is, I can give up.
That's right. That's right. You just got to keep at it, and don't give up. Kaya, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure speaking with you. Um, and this was absolutely
No,
amazing. And also, it did open my eyes to an area that I probably thought that I had a lot of information. But speaking with you, I was able to get some new ideas, some new retrospect in terms of how things are in Guyana. And you know what? I'm also a part of the diaspora, and it's really amazing that we can connect this way. And hopefully, this Good Morning Guyana show is going to able to showcase some of these individuals and what's going on in Guyana. And we're hoping that in the near future that we can see something great happening. And I'm very innovative. I like the fact when you say do not give up because Guyanese also can be very tough on each other. Even doing this show as well, I know how tough it is. Somebody may come and say something. Oh, you had so many people watching and so forth. What are you doing, right?
yeah,
So, but the main thing behind it is to keep at it. Do not give up, and one day you will shine. But I see this beautiful country when it comes to music. I can see it going in
yeah.
all different direction. And
We're
Guyana,
definitely growing. And just one thing I just wanted to say, I'm a strong believer of somebody starting something.
yes,
And I'm a strong believer of the baby stages because you cannot miss those steps. I'm a
yes.
mother and
I was about to ask you about that. Go ahead.
I don't want to, yes, I'm a mother
Yes.
and I've seen my daughter miss the step and she
Yes.
missed that step of creeping. She just end up just walking. And then later on, just like a few years after, I see her start creeping. I'm like, what's going on here? I
Yes.
thought this was an accomplishment that, you didn't creep, you just walk. But
Yes.
if you cannot miss your development steps,
That's right.
it's very crucial,
You have to
right?
keep.
Because
Yes.
you have to keep going backwards, if that makes sense to you. Like I'm telling you a real life experience that we have a brain and we can see. When you're born, you start creeping and then you walk. So if you decide that you're going to walk and you think that's an accomplishment, some people advance faster than some, but there's if you cannot just miss these steps. So I
Yes.
believe in a birth of something that can grow because when Demrock started, I was there. When I started doing music, I went on a platform that no one knew about and I went on it and I didn't care if nobody didn't watch it or whatever because I know even if two people is my fan, I'm okay with that.
Yes.
And I've met so much people that have accomplished so much in this life. They have come a whole long way and never given up. And they're very humble. That's why I feel like I'm one of the most humble persons, that I know because I know myself. You understand? So I believe in it. I believe in it. I feel like you have to. And I hope that Guyanese realize you just don't jump on the bandwagon when people reach to where they need to go. Help them develop. We have to help each other up. You
Yeah.
start a business today, support it. If next 2 years, it's not going to be the same business. You know what I'm
That's
saying? So
yes.
I just have to learn to change that mindset and work towards supporting each other. I just know this is going to be a birth of a beautiful thing, and just keep doing it. Thank you for having me. Just being the amazing person, you want to do so much for your country. I see it. And that's the thing. Like a lot of us want to be able to represent this country regardless and do what we need to do and just do your piece, do your part, and known for that. That's it. And
Yes.
it shouldn't be that hard. Like it shouldn't be because I'm a Guyanese artist, I shouldn't say anything or I shouldn't do no. It shouldn't be that hard. We
Yes.
are here with our gifts and our talents, and that is what we have to use.
Yes. Yeah,
You
and
understand?
and no one should be no one should be cast aside because of what
Because of that.
right? That is so critical. It is so important, and I'm happy that you're mentioning that because, like I said earlier, we're at the point where we're trying to separate the oranges from apples and so forth. But to see everything being politicized in so many different ways, it's only dividing us instead of bringing us together because each area, each agency, it should not be a political thing. If you're there for a specific purpose, you should be able to fulfill that purpose. And
Definitely.
it's amazing that I'm speaking to someone that went to St. John's College. And it's so funny because I interviewed another person on a different level, and she's also from St. John's College. So
Definitely.
see, can you imagine that I would be doing this today and still talking to my students?
Yeah.
Imagine if I was a bad teacher back in that day, you probably want to, you know.
And probably the thing is, if you were petrified, is that the right word? Not petrified, terrified. Because I remember very well. I was young, yeah, but I remember, sir, I tell you, used to look overwhelmed sometimes. Like, like if you was to say, look, I don't, like, just to hell with these kids, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes,
you didn't
yes,
give up. You kept going. You did what you had to do. You
yes,
get up every morning, come to school, and you do what you had to do. You
yes,
understand? I know it wasn't an easy task. So that's why, for Guyanese people, I really commend them for their courage and their just being, when I look at us, we really fighters.
we are.
And what
Yes,
what I would love that we channel that energy into positive stuff.
yes,
Channel that same energy into development, not trying to bring down each other or trying to. You understand what I'm saying? We have all the energy, we have all the resources, we have. It's clearly evident that we have all the resources that we need
that's right.
to
Yes,
sustain ourselves.
that's right.
In
Yes,
the statistics, right? You
yes,
see it in every area. So,
yes.
with that said, then what is the problem?
I
I
know.
don't know it. Maybe you can call me one day and tell me. Maybe somebody can. But for now, I don't know what it is. I would
Yes,
love to know because we have everything gold, diamond, bauxite. We have it all.
we have it.
We have it all.
We
We
have
have
it.
we have the talent.
Awesome voices. We have it.
We have the writers. We
Yes,
have the producers. We have them right here. So I'm just hoping that one day we realize that we have amazing teachers. We must
oh, yes,
realize we have, yes,
oh
because
yes.
most of, yeah, people
Shout out
don't
to
commend teachers
all of the
enough.
teachers throughout Guyana. Yes. Uh-huh.
Big up yourself if you're a teacher. My friend is a teacher. Oh, she
Hmm.
went to St. John's too. Von der Lunk. You should know her.
Yes, I know Van der Lank. Yes.
She is the head of agriculture for Bishop's High School. I'm so proud of her.
And
Yes, we
Vonda,
got
I
some
have
good
not
people from
seen
St. John.
I have not seen Vonda in a long, long
Listen,
time.
ever
Wow.
since that girl left St. John's, she went to
Yes, she
teachers
was
training
trying to.
college.
Yes.
She got her was the her doctorate,
Oh,
right,
really?
in education and agriculture. She never
Wow.
stopped, and now you see where she's at. Like she could have given up too. So I have like really nice people in my corner. Like, and that's something I wanted to say. Like, you see, in this industry and in life, the persons that surround you and that team that you have is
Yes.
very important, it's very necessary for your development. I just lost
Will
a
make a
friend,
big difference. Yes.
and we went to Effie Pollard together, Effie Pollard Primary,
Yes.
and there's
Yes.
a cyclist that lost his life. So
Yes.
we know him before all these people know him since he playing in the sun. He was always a star. But the thing is, what I can say is that I feel like when you get older, sometimes you I don't want to blame the people around you. I don't want to blame anybody in particular, but you will get where I'm coming from when I say that sometimes it really is important to have good people and that's
Yes.
around you.
Yes.
That's just
I
all I
totally
have to
agree.
say.
Yes.
So that's it.
Yes.
Like, and just don't give up. And Alonso was definitely an inspiration too, because he's been, I tell you, a star since in primary school. So that's something to look out for. Like, can you imagine just being around somebody that's just focused on just this task and they end up doing that? Like, you know, they're what is going to do good. And this
Yes.
time you like a headless chicken, you know what you want to do. One time you want to be a firefighter, one time you want to be a soldier, one time you want to be a police. And at that age, already knew he wanted to be in Olympics.
And yeah, he kept pushing.
So,
Such is life. Such is life. Kaya, it was really a pleasure speaking with you here this morning on this first edition of the Good Morning Guyana show. Let's give herself an applause for
thank you for having me.
yes, we will continue to do this. You always welcome to come and here with me if at any point I don't have a co-host or anything.
Wow. I get a job.
so, so you're welcome to grow with me. News Guyana 24. I actually studied journalism here along with some other qualifications, and I started this page a couple of years ago in 2020, and that was back then when we were going through another election, and it so happened that I did not get an opportunity to push News Guide 24. And like you rightly say, because some of us we're still trying to find in terms of what we want to do. But I know I like to be on camera. I've been a teacher. I've been so many different things: counselor, speaker, everything that you can talk about in Guyana. And I know I wanted to give back in some way or the other. So it so happened that in February of this year, um, I ended up using my platform and said, you know what, I'm going to use my platform to showcase some of my skills while at the same time educate some of our Guyanese about our history and so forth, because I feel we're kind of moving away from that. So we're losing ourselves in the process. And it so happened that News Guyana 24 grew significantly. Right now on this page, we had, I think, back then we probably had like 1,000 or 2,000 people. Right now on News Guyana 24 page, we have 12,000 followers. So
Wow.
their thing. And then what I did, also started TikTok. On TikTok, we are probably going to 15,000 followers, and
Hmm.
I wish that TikTok can open their platform so that we can, kind of share followers, because on TikTok I do get a lot of responses. You post stuff there. If I go on TikTok right now, I'll be sitting right there and I have like 100, 200 people watching me coming in and so forth. And I must say, TikTok is the platform that really encouraged me, because I remember I posted that video that went viral about the VP and the things that he was saying about Barbados, and that video went viral. Likewise on Facebook, because I'm the one who started that whole thing, and it went viral. So from there on, I realized how important it is. So I got my guidance from there, and I was able to now say, okay, this is what I really wanted to do in respect to News Guide 24. So we have grown on YouTube as well. We have grown. I'm going into like 3,000 followers. As a matter of fact, on YouTube, when in I think in March when I started to post on YouTube, the first video or probably the second video got like 20 something thousand views, and I'm like, what's going on here? And then I see people started to follow, and I'm like, wow. In no time, we got to 1,000 followers. We were able to monetize, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. And you know what? Sometimes we don't talk about our achievement, but the idea here is to encourage. And I can see also
Yeah.
with your YouTube, and we're gonna help you. We're gonna help. I'm gonna help you get to 1,000 followers as well. I'm gonna give you the tools necessary in terms of what you can do because I check yours as well. But it was so easy
On
for you.
on TikTok.
I'm sorry, on
You
TikTok.
talking about? No, on TikTok I have. Yeah, I think my TikTok needs to be thing. It
Yes,
has
right.
it has 4,000 and something followers,
Yes,
but I need to get that number doubled or tripled. So I
yes,
get what you're saying. My
yes.
Instagram needs to be worked on as well. So I would like people to go down at Kaya's Music Official
There you go.
2022 on my Instagram, Kaya's Music on TikTok, Kaya's Music on Facebook. Go follow these pages, guys. Follow the journey. And
And
I've
your
been
YouTube
following
as well.
you.
Remember, I want you to highlight YouTube because there's a market.
Yes, yes,
There's a,
yes,
there's
yes,
a
yes.
market there for YouTube, right?
Yes,
So,
my YouTube, Kaya's Music on YouTube.
yes,
Sorry, thank you. And
yes.
to add on what you were saying, like I've been always following you, and I am very proud of you.
Thank you.
Um, I've seen you grown, and like I just saw what you're do. I see what you're doing, like, and I
Yes,
commend you for that. And never stop. Just keep doing it. Your platform is going to be gold. Is going to be platinum. Is going to be the number one go to that everybody's going to come to for
yes.
information, for education, for entertainment.
Drum
Yes,
roll.
and for inspiration. So,
Yes,
and that's what we're lacking. That's what we're lacking, and we have to have like real people. So the thing is, my life is very intentional, and I feel like if I'm gonna reach out to you or you're gonna reach out to me, it's something that's supposed to happen.
yes,
And yes, I love this too. Like I can talk. I like I said, I'm a radio host. I'm working on podcasts as well. I do some shows that we're starting to birth on TikTok, where we're talking about different topics about young people because I know that a lot of young people kind of losing their way. And it was kind of like always like that. And I feel like in 2025, with all these things happening right now, I feel like we need to really get to the core roots of what is causing a lot of these suicides, mental health stuff.
yes,
We need to
yes,
really highlight
yes,
those things. So I'm
yes,
working on that as well. So for me
yes,
personally, like I said, if you ask me to come on your show and have a program at least once a week or what's not, where we talk about the real core issues and
yes,
still keep it fun and entertaining, I'm definitely down for that. So that's something we can talk about because I believe that my journey has a human being is very important and a lot of people need to hear it. The
yes,
journey as an artist is very exciting and it's very inspiring as well. And they
yes,
need to know the real. A lot of people don't really know the industry. And I tell you, I'm still learning because
yes.
we just have the talent, but we don't know the business.
Mm, 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 mm.
We don't know the business. So I want to say big shout out to Eon Johnson
There you
for
go.
actually helping me through and guiding me. I don't know if you know him, but he's definitely been the brain behind a lot of things that I can come here and say right now. So I need to give him that props. I just give people the props because
Yes,
this thing is a big thing,
it
To
is. It
have,
is. It
yeah,
is.
it's not one person, it's not one man. I'm standing here and sitting here and forget that I have parents.
Yeah, it is. It is talent. It is talent in every little way possible. And even as we are going to wrap up right now, because I see some folks here, we're still here. Thank you guys for staying with us. We will be back on Monday morning. Obviously, I'll be taking the weekend off because I've been doing the daily news and so forth. But we'll be back on Monday morning, 7 a.m. sharp. Monday.
Before you leave, not cutting you, I think you should play like an outro of one of my songs. So because remember, yes, I sang. I don't know if you were able to put that
Do I
together.
have that clip? Like, I mean, I'm trying to figure out how to get that clip.
The video, the actual video on YouTube, that's what you're trying to figure out.
Yes, I didn't get the
Oh,
chance
okay.
to put
I
that
know it
together.
was a bit last
Yeah.
minute, but even
Yes.
if you could play the audio on it, I don't know because I think did I send you the audio? No.
I'm not sure. I
All
don't
right,
think.
maybe another time
Yeah.
then. But
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I am going to post you obviously throughout the weekend. I'm gonna post your YouTube on News Guyana 24 platform, and maybe just for copyrights, because I'm not sure how that works. Um,
yeah.
when you
Mhm.
post someone else's music, sometimes Facebook will send you that will not
Yeah.
make any rules or guidelines. So I
Yeah,
guess
definitely.
we talk about that. Don't go as yet. I want you to stay in the studio, and then we'll just have a little bit of conversation there. All
Okay.
right, so ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys so much for staying here with us. I know it's been a lot. Guyanese people love to talk. Guyanese
It's
people
what
love
we're
to talk.
talking about that matters.
I know, right? I know 1 hour would not do it, but we've been able to have our first episode, our first edition. It can only get better from here. And also, I want to thank Kaya for coming on also and sharing her experience. And if you're not following her, she is, I'll ask her again to name your social media handles. Persons can follow you. Go ahead.
Okay, so on Facebook, it's KAIYA apostrophe S music. On YouTube, it's also KAIYA apostrophe S music, which is Kaya's music. On TikTok, it's KAIYA apostrophe S music. On Instagram, it's Kaya's music official 2022. That's on Instagram. So you can go on and follow those platforms and just follow the journey and listen to the music. You know, I'm an entertainer, so I do have music that can entertain and touch people. I have a few inspirational music, and I also have a few reggae love music that you would like.
Thank you so much, Kaya. And once again, thank you for being part of the Good
Thank you
Morning
for having me.
show. Okay. There's so many things in store. There's so many things that will be planned out, and I know for sure that you will come back and you will help me in getting this show going in the mornings. Even if probably if I even can't make it, I'll make sure that you're able to sign in and see how
Be
we
in
can
support.
just
Yeah.
yes to come here and just make it happen. That's how we work. That's how we collaborate. And
Yes,
that's
I
how
have
we
a lot of creatives that would definitely want to come on and share
yes
their views as well. I have some young people that I work with. Some of them are amazing writers. They've written some of my music. It's amazing that
yes
they don't get to the forefront. But I know in this industry, I keep telling them, especially the ones really younger than me, that don't give up because, like, all the things that you hope for might not happen in the time, but you have to have patience. And once you keep being consistent, an email comes, a letter comes, something just coming like, oh my God, you never
yes
know. You
yes.
understand? Just keep the good
Awesome.
spirit. Don't be down when things don't happen in the time that you want it to happen, you know?
Great. And
Yeah.
also, Kaya, just before we go, if someone wants you to perform for a private event, I know you probably do have a package.
Yeah.
How can they get in touch with you?
My email address is on my information is on my Instagram.
Okay.
So Kaya's music this at gmail.com is my email that you can reach out and send me a message. Yeah. So
Thank you so much. Thank you.
if you
All
follow my
right.
Instagram, you have the information.
Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are so happy that we're able to get this show going, and we'll be back again Monday morning, 7 a.m. sharp. Probably we will have another guest on, and also we will continue with the topics as we go on in respect to this show. Thank you
Oh,
so
I
much.
forgot today's Friday.
I
When you
know,
say
right?
Monday, I'm thinking, I don't know why I thought it was Monday.
Yes, it doesn't feel like Friday at all, but we at the end of the week. Thank God
Yeah.
it's Friday. Be
Yeah.
safe on the roads. Be safe in terms of
Hmm.
whatever you're doing, and also, like Kaya says, do not give up on that dream. Do not give up on anything that you think that you can, that you can accomplish. It is very, very, very important. And I know as a Guyanese, getting feedback sometimes it can beat you down, throw you down, shy you up, do all different
Start
things.
the things. Yeah.
Yes, but you don't live, don't take those feedback and internalize it and let it become a part of you. Just keep pushing yourself forward And I'm sure God is going to see you through in terms of everything if you do believe in God. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Kaya, don't go yet. I'm going to end the live.
Okay, yeah, 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 okay.
Thank you so much for being here and all those who stayed with us, the very small group that stayed with us. Thank you so much. And we will see you Monday morning, 7 a.m. Now, I usually go on live on my TikTok, on YouTube as well, but that is for other purposes. But for this show, we will be back. All right. Thank you so much. And do have a beautiful weekend. Just be safe on the roads and enjoy yourself. Take care.